Hi, in this video tutorial I'm going to show you how to use the Whiteboard toolbar in an online Blackboard Collaborate room. So once you log into your room, your Whiteboard toolbar will be on your left, right here. It should automatically be there. For some reason it's not. It might be on the right side. So the first tool on the toolbar is the Select Objects tool. So you can choose this tool by clicking on it, and with this tool you could click and select any object you have on the whiteboard. You can resize any object, you can move any object on the whiteboard, and you can also delete any object on the whiteboard by selecting it with this tool and clicking delete on your keyboard. The next tool on your toolbar is a pointer. So you can select this tool by double clicking on it, and as you can see it's a smiley face, and now I have a smiley face pointer. So I can use this pointer by clicking anywhere on the whiteboard with it. So I click, and then when I move my mouse, where I clicked is still there with the smiley face. If for some reason you do not like the smiley face icon, you can change it by going back to the icon on the toolbar and clicking in the little triangle on the bottom right hand corner. So by clicking this, there'll be 5 or 6 other options. You can choose an X, a check mark, just a regular pointer, 2 hands, or a sun. So let's say I want to choose the check mark. Just click on it, and now the check mark is my pointer. The next tool on the toolbar is the pen. I can use this by double clicking on it, and now I can draw anywhere on the whiteboard. Notice that when I select this, another toolbar pops up right below the whiteboard toolbar. I can use this. There are 3 tools on this one. I can use it to change the color of my strokes right here. So I click on this box, and then let's say I want to pick green, and then click back on the whiteboard. Now whenever I draw green, it's going to be a green line. I can also adjust the saturation by clicking on this arrow. Let's say if I move it down more, I decrease the saturation. Now my pen mark will be a faded green. I can also increase or decrease the thickness of my stroke right here, and you select what size you want it to be. So now it's a little bit smaller. So for this, instead of using a pen, you can use a highlighter. So you would just go back to the icon and click on the little triangle in the bottom right hand corner, and then select the highlighter. So the highlighter is going to be a lot thicker, and again the same toolbar will pop up where you can change the color, saturation, and thickness of the highlighter stroke. Okay, so the next icon on the toolbar is the text icon. To use this, you'll double click on it and place a text box. Oop, there we go. Let me do that again. So to use that, you'll double click on it, and now you can place a text box anywhere on the whiteboard and just type in it. And there you go. And then when you do use this, another toolbar comes up down here. You can change the font color by first highlighting the font. Oop. And you can use this one to change font color, so I'm going to change it to pink. Then click back on your whiteboard. I can change the saturation of the color again. You can use this drop-down menu to change the font. And then this one drop-down menu to change the how big your font is, so I want to make it a lot bigger. And then these to bold, italicize, and underline. Okay, and I can make the text box bigger so I could see all the text. Okay, the next icon I can use is to draw a shaded rectangle. So in order to use this icon, I'll double click on it, and now I can draw a rectangle anywhere I want. Notice a toolbar will pop up below. You can use this to change the color of your rectangle. So I'm going to change it to blue, click back, and then you can change the saturation of the color also. So I'm going to put it really low so it'll be a faded blue. And now the new colors are there. Instead of using a rectangle, you can use an ellipse. So you'll go back to the toolbar and click on the small triangle in the bottom right hand corner again and choose the ellipse. Now you can draw your ellipse and the same toolbar will come up where you can change the color and saturation. And the next tool on the toolbar is where you could just draw an empty rectangle. So you'll double click on that. Now when you draw it, it's going to be empty. Nothing's going to be inside of it. You can change the color saturation, and the thickness of your rectangle down here. So let's say I want to draw a light blue rectangle. And I want to have, maybe a little less saturation. And I want the stroke to be really thick. So now I have my new settings and I draw my new rectangle. And there you go. And for this tool you can also change from a rectangle to an ellipse in the same way. Come down here, click on the triangle and choose an ellipse. And you'll have the same options to change the color of the ellipse, the saturation, and the stroke. Now the next icon is just to draw straight lines. So you'll double click on that, and now I can draw a straight line on my whiteboard. And again, a toolbar will come up. I can change the color of my line, the saturation of the color, and the thickness of the line. So I'm going to draw a yellow line, and I'm going to leave the saturation at 100%. And I want to draw, kind of a medium line in thickness. So there we go. There's my yellow line. Now the next icon is if you want to take a screen capture of something. So when you click on this, you just have to click it once. This image will appear. There'll be an outline. Just let me readjust it and fit it in the window. Okay, so you have an outline. There should be a gray outline box with 4 options in the middle. You have OK, cancel, refresh, and with delay. So before you take your screenshot, make sure you have whatever you want to capture inside the gray window. So let's say I want to capture this Word document. I'm going to minimize it, put it in the window. And now when I click back on my screen share, it's not showing. Click on refresh. Because now that you move things around, things are going to be different in the picture. So now that I've clicked refresh, bam, there's my Word document I want to take a picture of. So once you have everything where you want it, you can click OK and it'll instantly take it. Or you can click with delay and it'll give you a 5-second delay before it takes the picture. So I'm just going to click OK. I'm ready to take my picture. And now your whiteboard will appear again, and I'm holding the picture. So now find where you want to place it and click on the whiteboard. So now it kind of comes in and it's really big. So use your pointer icon, which is the top tool on your whiteboard, select that, then select the picture and you can resize it and move it anywhere you want on the whiteboard, and you can even delete the picture if you wanted to by clicking the delete key on your keyboard. Okay, and the last tool on the toolbar is the clip art icon. That's right on the bottom underneath the camera icon. So you can click on that. It must be taking a minute to come up. And a clip art window will come up. So you could choose backgrounds. Now for this background one, whatever you select, it'll be the background of your whiteboard. So see if I want to select this chalkboard. Click on it, and now that's the background. I can't move that because it's not an object, it's just the background of my whiteboard. All the other tabs are just going to be like clip art. Once you select them, you'll be able to move them, resize them, and delete them. So let's say I want to go under, so you got some things over here. Let's say I want to do math operators, and I'm going to put the % sign. So now it's holding, my mouse is holding it. I'll put it where I want on the whiteboard and click it down. Now it's on the whiteboard. I can resize it however I want. And when you're done using the clip art, just simply X out of it. So that's how you use all the tools on the whiteboard toolbar. And just to go back to the beginning with the pointer, now that you have things on the whiteboard, you can select that in order to move objects on the whiteboard. Even things that you drew with the pen icon you can move. See? And to delete things, just select it and click delete. So I want to delete this rectangle, I click on it and click the delete key. And that's it. That's how you use the tools on the whiteboard toolbar. I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you for watching.